The next trick we're going to learn is called a jump through, and this is super fun. Pretty much after you learn this trick, you can also just randomly pick up a hula hoop and jam out. And it's a good power move where you're just casually passing the hoop, or maybe you're just passing and hand hooping above the head, and then you're just like, yeah, oh, so good. So basically what we want to start with is hand hooping above the head, and make sure that you're using the opposite hand to your current. So if you hoop to the right, you want to use your left. And if you hoop to the left, you want to use your right. And the reason for this is you want to make sure that you could sweep the hoop across your body with your palm facing up. That's going to give you enough of the right hand positioning to get this full jump through. So what we want to do is have that hand above us. And then what we want to do is, just like with the cycles, when you're pumping and you're going up and down, or shaking someone's hand in the sky, when we're on the up stroke, or the stroke towards us, that's when we want to focus on starting this move. So you can count it out for yourself and go now, 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 now. And what I want you to do is draw your arm down, out, and around. So we're going to go now, 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 down, out, and around. And the reason for this, the reason I like to demonstrate or suggest that, is that little bit of extra push back and around is going to give us more space to jump in and more time. Because if you say had your hand over your head and you just went, okay, I'm just going to bring it down, then by the time you get your grip and your arm position there, the hoop might actually be kind of in front of you. And what we want, ideally, is for it to be out onto our side. So let's do that one together. We're going to start here, and we're just going to go and we're going to pull it down and around. Okay? You might notice that I have my arm pretty narrow. This is purely for video reasons, so don't worry if you want to have your arm stretched out and you want a little bit more space, that's actually probably recommended. So as you come closer, 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 we're going to sweep back and around. So what we want is we want to have the hoop in about this position. So to the one side of us, our palms facing up, our thumbs out, and I want you to think about what is the top of the hoop or the front of the hoop. So what would happen is we're here, think about what's the top, think about what's the bottom, and the hoop is going to stay parallel. So as we bring it down and around, the top becomes here, and we're going to jump into the top side. Use the closest leg first, go ahead, step in with the second leg, and what we're going to do is tighten up our grip with our hand, nice tight grip, and we're going to go, and we're going to pull it up right to there, and then we get stuck. So a really tight grip all the way to there, and then you want to loosen it up. So that momentum, pulling the hoop up, 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 and then loosen off, and we should be able to keep hand hooping. Now doing this slowly is tricky at first, but the nice part about it is if you can just kind of get it slowly, then as you add some momentum, it'll feel a lot more fluid. So we're here, hand hooping, now, 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 bring it around, step in closest foot, next foot, then tight grip. Feel free to give a turn in here because we don't have a lot of momentum. And we can turn, tight, tight, and loosen the grip. Hand hooping. So let's see what happens when that looks all together. Now, remember, closest leg first is going to make the jump a little bit smoother. If you don't normally jump in your life, I mean, really, like, I don't do that a lot. So it's also good to just kind of practice without the hoop. So give it a try, figure out which hand in the same leg you want to jump in. And what we're going to do is go and do a kick up and a side kick. So that actually makes it a lot easier to get into the hoop very quickly. And it's a little bit of a sprightly movement, if you will. So lifting that one leg, and then as you think about jumping to the side, you're going to switch legs and land with the other one. Lifting up that leg. So sometimes it's good to just put the hoop down and warm the body up, let it know we're about to do something. So all together, got the hoop going, drawing it back and around, and getting ready to sidestep. So good weight on that one leg that we're not going to lift. Bringing it around, and sidestep. Nice. So the fun part about this is that I really prefer doing the jump through from the end of a cycle. So it's kind of like winding up before the big trick. So it looks like this, and you're here, and you're passing around behind you. And after you've passed behind you, you pass and you grab palm up, you wind up, you bring it back down, and then you go whoop, and you jump in. It really charges up the move, it gets you in the perfect position to do it, and it just looks really dramatic. So you're here, passing around, grabbing, winding up, and jumping through. So that's the jump through. That's one of my favorite moves. The other thing to think about is just using it as a means to getting into the hoop for waist hooping. So you can also use it like this, where you cycle, jump into the hoop, put it onto your stomach, and spin out. So you can use it like that as well. Just using it as a means to get right onto waist hooping. So have fun with the jump through and enjoy. The first thing to think about is drawing the hoop behind you as you bring it down. This will give you more space and more time to jump in. Use the closest leg first, leap into the hoop with a tight grip, and as the hoop passes your face, loosen your grip and begin hand hooping. This move can be done with hoops of all sizes, even really small hoops. The major difference, of course, is making sure that your grip is really tight and your arm is not rotating as you jump through, but rather guiding the hoop straight up along one line up your body. Just like a little pony.